Good afternoon, and welcome to the Mobile Rhino presentation on insuring iPads in education. It really is great to see so many licensed agents sign up for this webinar. It's such a huge market opportunity, and there was nearly 200 agents that signed up. So we really appreciate your interest, and we look forward to pursuing the opportunities with you. Before I begin, there are a few housekeeping items. You are in listen-only mode. This webinar, Insuring iPads in Education, is being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube, and a link will be placed on the Mobile Rhino website so you can view it or share it as you see fit. We will be providing the PowerPoint presentation slides also. They should be up later on this afternoon or tomorrow. We are also providing a iPads and Education risk management application to kind of get the conversation started with your school. We also want to be respectful of your time, and we will answer questions as time allows. But if we don't get to your question, don't worry, we will answer any additional questions by phone or by email. Feel free to give me a call anytime if you want to discuss individual accounts, schools, or coverage, other products that Stuckey & Company has, whatever you need to or would like to talk about. My phone number and contact information is in the bottom there. My email address is Dwight, DWIGHT @Stuckey, STUCKEY.com, and it'll also be included in the signature of the follow-up email after this webinar. So let's dig in a bit. So in today's presentation, we will cover kind of what is Mobile Rhino, the educational market size, the coverages that we offer, our underwriting guidelines, the commission structure, and license requirements for Mobile Rhino and really for any property casualty product. Mobile Rhino is one of 9 specialty insurance programs that's offered through Stuckey & Company. Safety Tech is an insurance program for the technology industry. We do BOP, comp, auto, bonds, but really our hook is the professional liability for technology companies. We can do all kinds of technology companies. We've been doing them for 17 years now, and we really have a great strength in our underwriting team and our underwriting guidelines, as well as the coverage that we give. The Harbor Guard program is an insurance program for marinas and boat dealerships. Aspire A&E is a architects and engineers professional liability. We can also do BOP, comp, auto, bonds, EPLI, D&O, those types of things for A&E accounts as well. Our MPL program is miscellaneous professional liability. We would have over 350 different classes that we can write professional liability on. Servicer Pro is an insurance program for the appliance repair industry. We normally provide BOP, comp, and auto, and most of the time they're auto-driven accounts. The Element program is a green energy insurance program. Personal lines, we do home, auto, boat, and high-value home. And the commercial lines product, we do BOP, comp, auto, bonds, EPLI, for commercial lines accounts for small business, and we also do middle market and national accounts as well. Stuckey & Company is a 22-year-old MGA, and it's really our 17-year specialization in technology that brought Mobile Rhino to market. Today, there are more devices in the U.S. than people, and that is just incredible. Every time I think about that, it's just unbelievable. Especially if you remember, the first iPad came out only 3 years ago. April of 2010 was when the original iPad came out. And just kind of to cure my curiosity, I guess, I wanted to compare the number of mobile devices that are out there, over 600 million mobile devices today, iOS devices, in fact, to the number of cars or the number of homes. And there's 250 million homes compared to 600 million mobile devices, and 130 million homes compared to 600 million devices. It's just crazy. For today's presentation, iPads in education, obviously that's a student and teacher comparison. And there are 81.5 million students and 2.6 million faculty or teachers in the U.S. That number includes preschools, public and private K through 12, Catholic, community colleges, private universities, state universities, boarding schools and Montessori schools, technology and trade schools, military, and special ed, just to name a few. In 2012, there were just over 1 million iPads in education. And in 2014, already in 2013, it's exploded to 4 million iPads in education. So it's just unbelievable and incredible to see the growth. It's clearly the direction education is taking. Obviously, iPads in education is kind of a key term, but technology in the classroom is another, one-to-one technology, the Common Core initiative, and there's more. It's literally sweeping the nation. iPads in education brings my dog ate it to a whole new level. There's never been an opportunity, or really, the need to ensure the equivalent of a textbook, but we have the opportunity to do that today. And it's really because of the high claims frequency that we see with mobile devices and the high severity, the cost per unit. The current price on an iPad is between $499 and $929. And I just got those from the Apple website. So it's really a great risk that schools have that needs to be addressed, and we as insurance agents need to address those risks. Insurers today, the insurance carrier, many times they're excluding coverages, or they're doing something as good as excluding them by putting or keeping a high deductible on the school's property or inland marine policies. And so I'd estimate the standard deductible on a commercial inland marine policy for a school is around $5,000, which would mean 5 to 10 of these would have to be destroyed in wind, or plugged into the wall and get damaged in a storm for a claim, in order to file a claim at all. And with the school's budgets as tight as they are, a $5,000 frequent claim really would be hard for these schools to handle. Mobile Rhino is not a warranty. It's not a self-insured repair plan through a repair facility contract or whatever. This is a 6-point protection offered through a commercial inland marine policy written through a licensed insurance professional and placed with AIG. AIG is our carrier, a very reputable carrier, A+15 rated, and it is an admitted policy. So Mobile Rhino gives student device protection. We give school administrators access for coverage verification and submitting the claims through the 24/7 claims portal that we've created with the help of Sedgwick, and Sedgwick is our TPA. Licensed agents are the only ones that can produce this. This is a insurance product that needs a licensed agent to produce it. And again, it's a commercial inland marine policy. We start the premiums for education at $99 with a $99 deductible. The coverages that we give are lost, theft, accidental damage, mechanical malfunction, electrical malfunction, and digital life coverage. That digital life coverage is very similar to what you'll see today with a company called LifeLock, very popular company. They do ID theft and personal privacy monitoring. We have the same services. It's through a different company. This is the comparison table that we use for all market focuses. Our 3 market focuses are personal, business, and education. So we can insure personally owned devices. We can insure devices owned by the business, or really what we do is we sign up the partner as a business, and we offer a discount throughout the business. So any employee can purchase coverage for a business. So 3 market focuses are personal, business, and education. This gives a great description of how it compares with our competition, how coverage compares. And basically going from the top down, we see SquareTrade and AppleCare as competitors, although they're warranty providers. And they, obviously warranty providers cannot give lost and theft coverage, which is over 80% of our claims are lost and theft. We also compare ourselves against ID theft companies like LifeLock. Obviously, ID theft companies do not give any coverage for the device. But we still see them as a competitor in the space, but their coverage is extremely limited. Then we ProtectCell and Insuring. I list those as insurance competitors. However, I don't know how they are filed. I really can't get to the bottom of it. I'm not sure how Insuring can sell it through AT&T or Verizon and be a licensed insurance professional. I don't think the 20-year-olds behind the counter at an AT&T store has a property casualty license. But in some way they do it, and but I'm hoping that some of those things stop, and it'll give insurance agents really a larger opportunity. So basically it's a lot to take in, but we broke it down between price, coverage, service, and the type of product. So price is listed up there. Again, the standard educational premium is $99. Coverage, we start with a $99 deductible, and then kind of go from there. These are some highlights of the kind of data points that we like to compare to. Loss, theft, accidental damage, mechanical and electrical breakdown is what we cover, as well as the digital life coverage Sometimes schools want to take out Digital Life for a little savings, but it doesn't save a whole lot, and sometimes it's a good coverage to keep in. We do give what's called 3G coverage, which is 3-generational coverage for the family. The service, we can use a local repair facility. We have a relationship with a company called CPR, which stands for Cell Phone Repair. And they have over 140 different locations. So if there's a location near the school, that sometimes is a great way to do it, although we normally use our national repair facility to facilitate the repair. And then the type of product, we are really one of the only true insurance programs that requires a licensed agent to sell it, as far as we know, and is using a licensed agent to sell it. So Mobile Rhino, I guess one thing to take away from this, Mobile Rhino is a great blend between a warranty's price. Normally a warranty has a lower price because they don't include loss and theft, and other insurance product coverage. So superior coverage at a low premium and deductible. Our underwriting guidelines, all insurance programs need an underwriting guideline. This is for personal, business, and education. Really, there are not a ton of underwriting guidelines. If the device is over 30 days old, we do have a 14-day wait in order to file a claim. The credits that we're giving on for schools are people who use MDM, or what's called mobile device management. We're given a credit for that. The use of GPS location services, we're giving a credit for protective cases. User responsibility, so schools who give their students and their family the responsibility to protect the device, and as well as pay the premium and deductible, which normally leads to being responsible and protecting the device. And also on-premises use only. Also, we offer a dividend plan for schools with 250 plus units insured. The dividend plan is basically a contract that rewards the school for a low loss ratio and a responsible risk management plan. So if they deploy MDM, the GPS services, protective cases, all of these things, their loss ratios are going to reflect it, and they will receive a check at the end of the year, depending on loss ratio and what we in the contract. Because of today's budget constraints that schools have, there have been a number of different ways that schools may want to roll out coverage. We offer the flexibility to choose and work with the agent to offer, the school options based on the individual needs. A few ways that schools deploy iPads in education and protect them. Sometimes the school pays for coverage 100%. Sometimes the school will require that the students and their family pay for the coverage 100%. And sometimes the school will supplement premium payments to offer a lower price point for coverage. So if they think $99, or if there's some credits on that $99, if that's too much, they can supplement the payments by paying a portion of it. So school can pay for a certain portion, and the family or the student will be responsible for paying the other portion. But we really wanted to give flexibility to handle any pricing model. The production process is very similar to standard commercial or personal lines property casualty production process. Basically, you complete an educational application. You receive and present a quote that you can, discuss with the school. You give us a bind order with the data file. By bind order, I mean something from you that says, hey, the school would like to bind coverage, to giving us the effective dates of coverage. The data file with schools, we can take in a data file, and most of the time the schools have an Excel spreadsheet that they give us, and we import that into our database here, and that we use to generate the quote, and that we use to generate the policies. And when we can use that, they don't have to go to the iTunes App Store and download the app on every device to activate coverage. We can just suck in a data file, and it's extremely easy, and it's something that the school already has. And then we bill. We can bill your agency on an agency bill basis. We can bill the school, and we have credit card payments through the app or through that the school can use with their credit card. Basically, the application that we have is a really nice app. I'll include it in the follow-up material. But the application kind of gets the conversation started. It asks for the organization information, school's name, address, city, state, zip, the contact for the IT department or whoever's in charge of purchasing, their phone and email address. We ask for the number of teachers, the number of students, and what type of school they are, whether they're preschool, public, community college, or university, technical or trade, or whatever they are. And then we go through some other things. We ask how many devices are being deployed, if there's a phase-in period. So some schools, for example, the Los Angeles Unified School District, they have a phase-in period. So there's a 250,000 devices that are being deployed, but they're being deployed over like a 2 or 3 year period of time. So there's a phase-in period. And we ask for the type of device, make, model, and capacity, storage capacity. So iPad 2 with 32 gigabytes of RAM or whatever the case may be. And then a number of units being deployed to the teachers, how many stay on premises, how many go off premises, and then some risk management questions like, do you use mobile device management, GPS services, protective cases, and whatnot, as well as asking what type of software is currently installed. So, it gives us some great information and gives you some information to start the conversation. The quote will come over, price per device, and then we get the bind order, suck in the data, and get the billing out. It's extremely easy process. Commission on it is 15% new business and 15% renewal. And we also have a growth and profitability that starts at $250,000 in premium. And a lot of the times, the schools, if they're deploying a couple thousand of these, it's pretty easy to get up to $250,000 in premium. Every agent will have to go through the registry process. The process is it's not a process, honestly. It's more of a sign-up page. The registration page, you can see it on the right-hand side, and the full address is listed there, but it's accessible at the Mobile Rhino website, so mobile-rhino.com, and just click on Become a Partner. And then we ask for your agency name, the fact that, if you're a licensed agent, your first and last, your email address, a password, address, city, state, zip, phone, your website address, if any, and then opportunities. And then if you wouldn't mind, type in partner, uppercase P, lowercase A-R-T-N-E-R, and click submit. And that's really the registration process. Once you do that, you'll have immediate access to your agency portal that will keep track of the number of devices that have signed up and the partners that have signed up, as well as there's a slew of marketing information. There's lead nurturing campaigns. There are email, invitation-style email campaigns. We have banner ads. We have take rate tables and the comparison table for you. All types of fun stuff is there, and you'll have immediate access to it. In order to bind coverage, we will need to get the Stuckey & Company agency agreement signed, a copy of your current errors and omissions, and a copy of your current property and casualty license. Again, this is an insurance product, and you need to be licensed as an property casualty insurance agent to sell it. School bind orders, as we've talked about it, they must be accompanied with a data file containing the manufacturer, the model, the capacity, the purchase date, and unique identifier. And that information will be inputted into the system, and policy will be generated from using that data. However, if they are not on that, or they need to add additional ones, they can use the Mobile Rhino app very similarly to how an individual would get insured, by going to the iTunes App Store, searching for Mobile Rhino, one word, downloading the app, and I'll step you through how you sign up here. Again, there's no need for a school to do it because they have so many devices, but this is a great way to add additional devices. Maybe teachers or staff have devices that want to be insured, and you can take advantage of the school's pricing by doing this. So basically, just download the app, set up an account. You'll enter the unique school promo code here, which, by the way, is attached and linked to your agency, so we can track your production. You fill out the phone details, the date of purchase, whether you use a screen protector or not. And you make a payment. Went by that page. You choose monthly or annual, and you choose a payment option and put in credit card information and click finalize. That generates the policy, and it emails that policy to the school along with a copy to your agency, so you know exactly what's going on. Finally, if there is a claim, the school administrators file a claim by logging onto the Mobile Rhino website, selecting a device, and clicking File a Claim. This is very similar to what they would see, and there's a File a Claim button down here. This transfers the device data to Sedgwick, who's our TPA for the Mobile Rhino. Again, Sedgwick has been just incredible to work with. We have a great portal online, and they are literally the world's best TPA. Anyway, the claims portal is available 24/7 and will step the school administrator through the following 5 pages. And at the end of the 5-page process, they receive confirmation that we have the claim, and they'll also get that by email. So this is the first page. It just basically sets expectations, lets you know what you'll need to file a claim. The incident details is where you can choose how the school wants to repair or handle the claim. Again, a national repair facility or a CPR store, or another option is just don't pursue the claim. We're going to do it on our own. It requires authorization, so that's an electronic signature and confirmation. And then the next page is paying the deductible. So the deductible will be paid on the screen. Then when you click next, it gives a confirmation of the claim. If you've chosen a CPR repair facility, you can simply bring the receipt to the store for repair. Nothing else is needed. But this acts as a claim summary, and the receipt is emailed to you, and you do have 10 days to complete the repair if it's through a CPR repair facility. Okay, that's basically it. To summarize, Mobile Rhino offers a flexible 6-point protection for iPads in education. We handle it through a simple production process, solving a high claims frequency, high claims severity problem, and it's only offered through local insurance professionals. So thank you for your time. I want to let you know that the video that we're recording will be uploaded to YouTube, and we will get an email to you with a link to the YouTube video. The video will also have a link in your agency's portal. The iPads and Education Risk Management app will also be emailed to you, as well as the PowerPoint slides, the product comparison chart, and my contact information. So again, thank you so much for attending, and we hope to write some business with you soon.